In a story that has taken the football world by surprise, Liverpool manager Arne Slot has reportedly expressed frustration over an unresolved personal financial matter involving former Reds right-back Trent Alexander-Arnold. According to reports circulating within Anfield and among those close to the team, Slot has made it clear that Trent must repay all the money he borrowed from the Dutch manager, a large amount that has allegedly remained unpaid for months. The news, although unexpected, has stirred both shock and curiosity among Liverpool supporters and football analysts worldwide. It's rare to see a Premier League manager publicly addressing personal financial issues with a player, especially one as decorated and respected as Alexander-Arnold, who left Liverpool in dramatic fashion to join Real Madrid last summer. Sources close to the Liverpool dressing room claim that the financial connection between Slot and Alexander-Arnold began quietly during the early months of Slot's managerial reign. When the Dutchman arrived at Anfield to replace Jurgen Klopp, he was said to have built a friendly and open relationship with several senior players, including Alexander-Arnold, Mohamed Salah, and Virgil van Dijk. During that period, Liverpool were in the middle of intense contract renewal talks with a few first-team players, and financial uncertainties reportedly arose regarding image rights, sponsorship commitments, and personal investments. It was during this phase, insiders suggest, that Trent approached Slot privately for financial assistance. One source, who preferred to remain anonymous, told reporters, "It was not about football wages. Trent had his salary and endorsements. It was more about a personal business matter that went wrong. He confided in Slot, who trusted him, and lent him a significant sum of money. They agreed Trent would pay it back later in the year." For a time, the matter remained private, but following Trent's transfer to Real Madrid, reports suggest that the repayment agreement was never completed, and that's what has now reignited tension between the two. Slot's public statement. In a recent press conference following Liverpool's training session at Melwood, Arne Slot unexpectedly addressed the issue when asked about his relationship with former players. He paused, then said firmly, "I respect every player who has worn the Liverpool shirt, but respect is a two-way thing. When someone borrows from you, they must keep their word. Trent knows exactly what I'm talking about. He borrowed money, and he must pay every penny back. That's how it should be." The room reportedly fell silent as journalists tried to process what they had just heard. Slot continued, "I don't mix football with personal matters, but I will always stand for honesty. The amount is not small. It's a large sum, and it was given in trust. I believe he will do the right thing." His words instantly set social media ablaze, with hashtags like Slot vs Trent and hashtag Liverpool drama trending worldwide within hours. Fans were divided in their responses. Some criticized Slot for bringing a private issue into the public domain, arguing that such matters should be handled quietly and legally rather than through the press. Others defended the Dutchman, saying he had the right to demand fairness. One fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter, "Arne Slot just showed he's a man of principles. If Trent really borrowed money and didn't pay back, that's wrong, no matter how rich or famous you are. This shouldn't be discussed publicly. Slot should focus on managing Liverpool, not chasing debts." Among football pundits, opinions were equally mixed. Former Liverpool striker Robbie Fowler told Sky Sports that the situation, while awkward, highlights how personal trust can sometimes blur the lines in professional football. "You rarely see a manager lending money to a player," Fowler said. "If that's true, it shows how close Slot wanted to be with his squad, but it also shows why you have to keep business and football separate." Meanwhile, ex-England international Gary Neville commented during a post-match analysis, "It's strange and messy. If it's about principle, I understand Slot's stance, but going public with it could affect Liverpool's focus. The media will spin this for weeks." Trent's side of the story. So far, Trent Alexander-Arnold has remained silent on the issue. The Real Madrid defender has made no public statement or social media post addressing Slot's claim. However, sources close to the player have hinted that he was shocked and disappointed that the Liverpool manager chose to make the matter public. A Madrid insider told reporters, "Trent doesn't deny that Slot helped him financially at some point, but he insists that the situation is being exaggerated. He believes there's some misunderstanding about the amount and timing of repayment. He's always respected Slot and doesn't want this to turn into a media circus." Nevertheless, the controversy is unlikely to fade soon, especially with Liverpool fans still emotionally connected to Trent, who came through the club's academy and once wore the captain armband. Many supporters feel torn between loyalty to their former hero and respect for their current manager. Impact on Liverpool's dressing room. Within the Liverpool camp, the incident has reportedly caused unease among some senior players. According to insiders, several senior members of the squad, including Alisson Becker and Virgil van Dijk, have privately advised Slot to let the matter rest and not allow it to distract the team from their Premier League campaign. Others believe Slot's public stance sends a message about accountability and discipline. One staff member reportedly told a local journalist, "The gaffer is serious about character. He wants players to know that trust means everything, on and off the pitch. This isn't about the money. It's about keeping your word." Liverpool have been enjoying a promising start to their season, and Slot's leadership has been praised for introducing tactical discipline and a fresh mentality. However, incidents like this risk overshadowing the club's on-field progress. Legal and ethical questions. The story also raises questions about the ethics of personal financial relationships between managers and players. Sports lawyers interviewed by British media outlets noted that while there's no rule preventing such arrangements, they can create conflicts of interest or reputational risks. Legal expert Sarah Dawson told The Times, "If a manager lends money to a player, it's a private matter, but if it later becomes public, it can affect both parties' professional image. Arne Slot's comments could be interpreted as defamation if Trent disputes the claim. However, if there's written evidence of the loan, Arne Slot is within his rights to demand repayment." Liverpool Football Club have not issued an official statement, maintaining that the issue concerns private individuals and not the club's business operations. The broader picture. Beyond the controversy, the incident reflects a deeper theme in modern football, the blending of personal relationships, money, and professional loyalty. Arne Slot, known for his integrity and directness, appears to be a manager who values honesty as much as tactical brilliance. Trent Alexander-Arnold, on the other hand, remains a beloved figure in Liverpool's history, his name forever associated with the club's Champions League triumphs and Premier League glory. Yet their clash reveals how quickly trust can erode when money becomes involved. Many fans are calling for reconciliation between the two, suggesting that the matter be handled privately to preserve their reputations. Slot's final message. In his most recent interview, Slot was asked again whether he would consider forgiving the debt. He shook his head and replied, "It's not about forgiveness, it's about doing the right thing. I don't hate Trent, I still think of him as one of the best fullbacks this club ever produced. But when a man gives his word, he must stand by it. That's how I live my life." He concluded the press conference with a calm but resolute tone, refusing to entertain further questions on the issue. Whether or not Trent eventually responds publicly or settles the debt remains to be seen. For now, the football world waits for clarity, and perhaps reconciliation. Arne Slot continues to prepare his Liverpool side for upcoming fixtures, focusing on maintaining their title charge. But the echoes of this unexpected off-field drama linger in the air around Anfield, serving as a reminder that football, for all its glamour, is still a world of very human relationships, built on trust, respect, and sometimes the painful consequences when those bonds are broken. Fictional sports feature, written for creative entertainment purposes only. All characters, events, and quotes are part of a fictional narrative.